keep searching for your best sound, which is best for you, not for your friend, not for your wife, or for friend's friend, or for reviews, but for you, and enjoy the hobby.
ฟังดีรู้สึกใช่วันนี้เรามีเคล็ดลับดีๆจากมิสเตอร์เกดิมินัสที่จะมาเล่าเรื่องราวแล้วก็มีเกร็ดความรู้ที่คุณต้องสนใจแน่นอนสำหรับนักเล่นเครื่องเสียงอย่างเรานะครับเชิญพบกับมิสเตอร์เกดิมินัส
Nice to see you.
Okay. Thank you for your time for join us for BAV High End this time. Okay.
Well, I think when someone chooses their first system, in general they should ask themselves like 3 major questions. First of all, what is the preference of the music for them? Do they like jazz? Do they like rock music? Maybe pop music? Of course, in which room the speakers, then the system will be placed, and obviously the budget. Yeah.
Okay.
So combining when you combine all those 3, after that you can split them in even smaller parts. Do you like to listen loud? Do you like to listen silent? Do you care for details, or maybe you prefer more bass, and so on and so forth? So I would start answering those 3 questions. So the budget, the room size, and the music preference. Well, of course, the ideal variant would be to have a dedicated sound room, but of course we all live in our living rooms, and most likely the speakers will be placed there. And sometimes the acoustics is not really good in the living rooms. So, of course, the basics are like the carpets, the thick curtains on the windows. If wife allows, you can hang some acoustic panels. You have to treat the room a little bit to gain a little bit better sound. You cannot place good speaker in bad environment and expect it to perform well. It's just physics. Room correction is okay, but it will not solve the biggest problem, which is echo. So you can imagine 2 completely different rooms. One is church, and other is cinema room. The sound perception in those 2 rooms are completely different.
Okay.
So yeah, you have to treat room a little bit. In my opinion, I would say the 3-way is a best way to do speakers, to manufacture speakers, because you cut the sound in very healthy portions of information. More than 3 ways, sometimes it's acceptable 4 ways, but you're already slicing too much. You get a lot of crossover distortions. On the other hand, 1-way speaker, like a wideband speaker, are preferable by some group of people, but usually they end up adding super tweeter and some sort of woofer, so they get 3-way again.
Okay.
2-way systems are okay for budget systems, because it's most efficient way of manufacturing speakers money-wise. You can offer a customer cheaper solution, but 2-way speaker means that one driver should recreate bass and mid-range. So we have lots of distortions. The worst is Doppler effect, of course, and when the membrane moves on large excursion, and you have different speeds of the voice approaching you when the cone moves forward and when the cone moves back. So this is Doppler effect. Another thing is that tweeter have to be cut pretty low, crossed over pretty low, and that brings another portion of distortion when driven loud. But still you have crossover section, more sensitive range for the humans. So it's about 1,500, 2,000 hertz. So two-way systems is not for us. 2.5-way system is the worst case scenario. I don't know why manufacturers still doing them, because technically and mathematically and from physics point of view, it doesn't work at all. One driver plays only bass, and the other, usually the same diameter driver, plays bass and mid-range. So in the crossover region where bass meets mid-bass driver, you have cutout due to phase shift, and crossover always shifts phase, and it's a disaster. This is a marketing gimmick in my from my point of view. I think yes. We have right now, I believe, 4 different types of isolating feeds.
Okay.
So one of them, of course, is spikes. People are used to them. This is an old school method to decouple a speaker from the ground. Then we have rubber suspension. We have magnetic suspension, and we do have ceramic decoupling. Yeah, like ceramic balls. I think the best is rubber or magnetic suspension, because they actually kind of absorbs vibrations and doesn't transmit sharp Q spikes to the ground. But unfortunately, I'm not aware of the really proper feeds that are really working, because you have to imagine feeds as a car suspension. The speaker enclosure vibrates and full of energy, and you don't want to transmit it to the ground. So it's the analog of the car driving through an uneven road. A driver shouldn't feel anything. So you have to have a proper suspension of spring and damper. And most our feeds in the market are unfortunately only spring systems, but not spring damper systems. The best way approach this would be active system with active feedback for resonances, for vibrations, where you can measure the vibrations and you can shift phase 180 degrees, so it could actively cancel the vibrations transmitted to the ground. But I'm not aware that these are on the market yet. Well, the users usually use their ears. I would demand a measurement. How much the feeds interact, like cancels out the transmission of the vibrations to the ground. Yeah, it can be measured easily. So if there is some manufacturers who manufactures the feeds, obviously they should give a PDF file with the measurements, I would say.
Okay.
Well, with amplifiers, it's, as I said, it's a huge topic. Yeah, but basically, I am always go for let's say the heaviest amplifier, as funny as it sounds, but the heaviest amplifier for your budget. Why heaviest? Usually weight is tied with the quality of components. If there is a transformer and if it's powerful enough, it will be heavy. If there is quite a lot, if the amplifier is capable to give out a lot of current, there will be heavy heat sink as well. So transformer, capacitors, everything translates into total weight. So, yeah, this is just for the beginners to understand the rules. But of course, you have to match the impedance. Some amplifiers cannot work in 4 ohms. you have to know your speakers. Some speakers are rated 4 ohms, but they drop to 2.5 ohms. So that means you have to have amplifier which is capable in dealing with not only active but with the reactive loads pretty well. So that means it should be capable to feed current pretty fast. For example, our Figaro speakers were designed to be driven with any amplifier. The impedance is flat. They have no dips in impedance. Class A, Class AB amplifiers, even Class D amplifiers, and all of them are happy. The upper series like Virtuoso or the Vantage are quite demanding speakers, and they demand a little bit bigger amplifiers. Well, this is a dangerous topic because because the wars are being started within this topic. About this topic, I do believe in cables to some extent. Since I am the guy of science believer and not voodoo believer, I know that cable can only destroy the sound, not improve. It cannot. It can change only in a bad way. So I personally choose cables.
It's for you.
Yeah, who doesn't influence the sound as much as others. So, for example, I never choose silver cables. From my point of view, the most important part is the connector. Yeah, because they over time they become oxide layer builds up, and the connection deteriorates time after time. And there was a case when we measured speaker in like after 2 years, and the high band, the upper band, was like minus 2 dB, just because of bad connection. So the connectors, also the joint between the cable and the connector is the very important thing. I would say that for the beginners, they should decide what speakers they would like to use, in what room they will be using those speakers, where they will be placed.
It should be matching with the room size, something like that, right?
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. So I always suggest going from the most, the component which distorts sound the most, and going down to the component which distorts the least. So the most component which distorts the most is obviously the room, because you can bring the same pair of speakers to your room, here to the show, to different room, and in all other rooms they will sound completely different.
Okay.
So the room distorts the most. So the room acoustics, I would say, would be the first investment.
Okay.
Then the speakers, and of course the best way, speakers plus room at the same time.
Okay.
So when you select your speakers and you tune your room, because room tuning doesn't correlate with what speakers are you using. You can use any speakers, the room treatment will stay the same. So after you select your speakers and the room, tune the room, you can go for the amplifier, because amplifier distorts less than CD player or some how it's called, streamer, exactly. Thank you. The DAC, and then cables and accessories. The music, always more information than just simple plain information in the recording. There is also emotion coded in. So the good speaker not only recreates the music as it's written in the CD or LP anywhere,
right,
it should also recreate an emotion. When you sit, you not only should hear the technical sound, which is, let's say, perfect as it was written in the recording studio, but also what the performance of the song meant emotionally people to feel with that song. So if you start feeling the track, the music, not only hearing it, I think it's the top tier, and my goal as well. So I Of course, I tune my speakers flat to be flat response. But of course, I'm putting a lot of effort in pulling out that emotional information, because without it, it would be sad to listen to music. I would suggest for the users to remember that this is a hobby. You never land on your first system to be perfect. Don't get frustrated. Don't get upset. You can always exchange, sell stuff, buy stuff. Keep searching for your best sound, which is best for you, not for your friend, not for your wife, or for friend's friend, or for reviews, but for you. So keep searching, keep changing components, and enjoy the hobby.
Okay, thank you for your time
Thank you.
and enjoy the show. Okay?
I will. Thank you.
Thank you.